There is a diamond worth millions. Kings wanted it. Collectors fought for it. But almost everyone who owned it did not just lose it, they lost everything. We are talking real people, real lives, sudden downfalls, unexplained tragedies, and in some cases, deaths that made no sense. And the strangest part, the pattern never stopped. At first, people laughed it off. Just stories, just rumors. But then real cases started to appear. Different owners, different times, same outcome, misfortune. And that was when people started asking, is this just coincidence? Or is there something attached to this diamond that follows whoever owns it? Because to understand the curse, we have to go back centuries ago when the diamond was first discovered. A rare, deep blue stone, unlike anything seen before. It quickly became one of the most valuable objects in the world. And from that moment, its story began. One of the earliest known owners was King Louis XVI, one of the most powerful men of his time. He and his queen, Marie Antoinette, lived in luxury, surrounded by wealth, including rare jewels. But everything changed. Their rule collapsed, and both were executed. A dramatic fall that people later connected to the diamond. After the fall of the French monarchy, the diamond's trail of misfortune was far from over. It reappeared in London, where it was bought by Henry Philip Hope, a wealthy banking heir and collector. The stone was now named after his family. He believed his fortune made him immune to old-world curses. For a time, he was right, but the curse was patient. After his death, the Hope family vast fortune began to inexplicably crumble. One disastrous investment after another led them to the brink of ruin. Generations later, his descendants were forced to sell the diamond to cover their debts. Misfortune had struck again. The diamond then found its most famous owner, Evelyn Walsh McLean, a flamboyant American socialite who dared to defy the curse. She bought it and declared, "Bad luck objects are good luck for me." She wore it constantly, even letting her dog wear it at parties. For a while, her life was a fairy tale. But the diamond demanded its price. Her 9-year-old son, her firstborn, was killed in a car accident. The tragedy shattered her. Soon after, her husband left her for another woman. Their family newspaper went bankrupt, and he died alone in a mental institution. Years later, her daughter died from a drug overdose. Evelyn lost everything: her children, her husband, her fortune. She died in debt, a lonely woman haunted by her losses, with the diamond as her last companion. After her death, the jeweler Harry Winston acquired the stone, perhaps understanding its history. He never treated it as a personal possession. He toured it for several years before deciding its story needed a final chapter. In an act of public good or perhaps self-preservation, he donated it. He placed the multi-million-dollar gem in a simple box and sent it through the registered mail to the Smithsonian Institution, where it sits today. It is admired by millions, but owned by no one. Its curse seemingly contained behind glass. But the question will always linger. Why did this one object leave such a long, unbroken trail of ruin? And would you dare to be its next owner? In 1518, in a quiet town in Strasbourg, a woman stepped into the street and started dancing. There was no music, no reason. But she did not stop. And then others started dancing too. And what happened next was far more disturbing than any curse.